So I interviewed Tim Shaw. Now, Tim Shaw is a local paranormal investigator, researcher, psychic medium. He's on Portals to Hell, all around awesome guy. And we talk about how these false narratives impact the paranormal community and what you can do to help. So, how long have you been involved in the paranormal field?
Paranormal officially since, excuse me, 1985, spiritual field since the 70s.
Yeah. Okay. In that time, how many times do you think you've been to a location where the disabled were held or treated?
Oh, probably 20, 30 times. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, from my research, disabled people, especially in state schools, were treated pretty poorly. Penhurst was especially heinous. Residents would be locked in rooms for days, had all of their teeth taken out, and were starved. Local zoos in Spring City, Pennsylvania, spent more on their animals that they held than Penhurst did on their residents.
Correct.
So the people who lived there were horribly abused and often lived there for most of their lives. Do you think that's why so many places that gonna start that whole question over. Do you think that's why so many places that housed people with disabilities have a reputation for being haunted is because this abuse left an imprint?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's two reasons. You've got an imprint because you got high emotional stuff going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But also you have people who are there their entire lives and didn't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know any other homes. And so they felt comfortable there.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that you would have both residual and intelligent interaction.
Yeah. My biggest concern with investigators communicating with these spirits is that they may scare or harm them. I mean, you can't go into a developmental disabilities ward of a state school or hospital going, "Hey ghosts, come fight me," and expect a positive response. Do you think that sometimes what investigators label as demonic is actually them scaring a spirit in a place like Penhurst? I mean, like the scratches, the EVPs, saying
Sometimes
go
it's
away.
defensive. Sometimes they don't know any better. Sometimes it's defensive. Sometimes they're scared. They don't understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of that people they go and they misinterpret that as something that may be demonic or bad.
Yeah.
And it just may be the spirit of the person reacting the way that they would naturally react, when they were living.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so last question. What would your advice be for someone looking to investigate a location like Penhurst, Rolling Hills, whatever their local place is? I mean, there's places like this everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you suggest presenting yourself in front of spirits with trauma from living in that place?
Very carefully, calmly, and know the history of the location.
Mm-hmm.
Don't walk in blind. Understand what happened there. And when I was at Waverly, I asked Waverly Tuberculosis Hospital, Sanitarium, I asked questions such as, are you okay? How are you feeling?
Mm-hmm.
What did you have to eat today?
Yeah.
Real mundane stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the EVPs I got was, "Don't touch me."
Mm-hmm.
That was one that came back.
Yeah.
A lot of them that came back from other people were more of like, help. Can you help me?
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? I'm lost. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
So be very, very, work lightly, work gently when you go into those locations.
Yeah. Thank you.